Hello guys, welcome to RC Techno Trends. Today we are going to learn a concept on IO streams. Okay, this is the first part in a series of IO streams using Java. Okay, let us move on to the session. So yeah, IO streams are nothing but input output streams. Okay, so this is used to actually in Java we are not able to uh, look at the reading the data from the keyboard and all these things. Okay, we till now we have seen only the static input, static data we have taken, and we have performed the data operations on the data. Okay, whether it belongs to the inheritance, it belongs to the polymorphism, it belongs to the method overloading, method overriding, whatever the concepts we have learned till now, we have do we have performed all the operations on the static data only. But from today onwards, we are going to look at how to read in the data from the, especially from the keyboard, as we have done with the help of scanf in C language. Okay, and as a like that we are going to use these streams and with the help of streams we are going to read in the data and write something data onto the output screen, okay, in Java, right? So let us have a look here. A stream is a sequence of bytes that flows from a source to a destination. Here, the stream is nothing but it is a sequence of bytes. A stream, actually, the stream is in real time. A stream is a water stream which is going to flow from one place to the other place. Like that, here we are going to have the bytes, number of bytes, a sequence of bytes which are going to flow from one end to the other end. In a program, we read information from an input stream and write the information to an output stream. In any program we are going to, in normal C language also we have read from one input stream. There we have standard input output header file is we are going to have scanf is the function to read in the information from the input stream, like keyboard. Okay, and to write information to an output stream, like to a monitor. Okay, we have printf function is there, and we have seen so many other functions which are there to fprintf, fscanf, and sscanf, sprintf, and so on functions we have seen in C language. Like that we are going to have here in Java. Okay, we are going to have the input stream and output stream to read in and write out the information to a particular stream. Okay, a program can manage multiple streams at a time. I may have an input stream and output stream, combination of input stream and output stream in my program as usually, because I can have a printf statement, enter your name, and a reading statement to read in the name from the user using a keyboard. Okay, so we can have multiple streams at a time in a program. Okay, and the java.io package is the main package which is going to contain the classes that allow us to define various streams with specific characteristics. Okay, so here we are going to have the java.io package, okay, which is going to have different screens over there. Okay, different screens or different streams over there to define way to read in the write out the functions, write out the information to the particular places. Okay, so IO stream categories, we have two types of these streams here. Okay, one is whether it is an input stream or output stream, whatever it is. Okay, we have two types of streams here. One is character stream and one is byte stream. The byte stream is going to deals with the byte data, and the character stream is going to deals with the text data. Okay, the byte data is nothing but which can be converted to 8-bit sequence, and it is going to store it into the given stream. Okay, and the character stream is going to store the data as a character is displayed to the user, that will be stored into the defined stream. Okay, so the IO stream is either a data stream or a processing stream. The data stream is nothing but it is going to have the source or destination directly. Means I can have a file, okay, that may be the source or that may be a destination which comes under the data stream. But of the processing stream is going to contain the information. It is going to alter the information according to our requirement. If I have a set of characters over there, okay, like this, I'm going to have, I have a text file here, okay, in which I'm going to have different lines of text over there, okay. Among this text, I want only one line which is going to have have the information of a user called 536. This is the text file which is going to, this is the file which is going to contain the information of the different students from 501 to 560. Okay, among this information, I need only one information, only one student information which has an ID of 536. Then I'm going to use this processing string. I'm going to use this processing string. Okay, so like this, I'm going to have the different streams, whether it may be a character stream or it may be a byte stream. The different streams are data stream and processing string. Okay, guys, any doubts here? All right. Okay, let us move on to the next. So here, the input stream and output stream, two types of streams. Okay, and the input stream may be a data stream or it may be a processing stream. Okay, and the input stream may be a character stream which can has a data stream. Okay, and the input stream, a character stream which may be using for the altering of the stream input. Okay, and output stream may be a data stream or a processing stream. Okay, the output stream, which is a byte stream, which is going to have a data stream only for the storing the data into there. Okay, or a byte stream of output. Okay, I'm going to use a byte stream to be processed before writing it onto a source. Okay, so like this, I can categorize my streams into 6 different types, and each type is going to be depend on others to perform, to make my stream as a perfect stream. Okay, so this is about the IO stream categories. Okay, and the character versus byte streams. A character stream manages a 16-bit Unicode characters. It may be A, directly B, or a special character, or a anything I can have. I would like to place it into my file or my specified stream. A byte stream is going to manage a 8-bit bytes of raw binary data. So here the A is going to be stored in the form of 8-bit data. How many bits it is going to have? It is going to use to store a character A. It is going to have 16-bit. That means a character to store into a stream using byte stream, it is going to require 2 bytes. 2 bytes. Okay, so like this I can have my cleans. And typically they are used to read and write sounds and images. The byte stream is going to use for reading and writing the sounds or images into the specified streams, not for the data to be stored. But in real time, we are going to develop a real-time projects. Okay, we are going to use this byte stream data to store the data of a user in the form of objects. The objects are nothing but real-time objects. That may be an image, that may be a student ID, that may be a student, that may be employee, that may be a table, that may be object, whatever it is, we are going to store the data into the specified stream. So that's why we are going to use the byte stream to manage the data of a class, Clear? Right. So like this, I'm going to have the byte streams to store the data of the users or employees of our organization, or users of my real-time project. Okay. So like this, I can have. Okay. Next, the input stream and output stream classes represent the byte stream. Okay. Look here, input stream and output stream. These are the classes and their descendants. That means their subclasses are also going to represent the byte stream classes. Okay, and the reader and writer classes and their descendants represent the character streams. Okay, let me have now one thing. When I'm going to have a file input stream, this is nothing but byte stream. Okay, when I'm going to have file reader, then it is going to have, then it belongs to character stream. Okay, and when I'm going to have file output stream, then this belongs to the byte stream. Okay, and when I'm going to have the file writer, this belongs to the character stream. Right, now let me have one thing. What this belongs to? The input stream. We have two types of streams. Okay, so this is nothing but input stream. This is also input stream, and this is output stream, and this is also output stream, because I am using here input stream and reader. So reading is nothing but taking input, and output and writing is nothing but output, giving output. So like this, I'm going to have the different streams. Byte stream can be easily identified. What if I'm going to know, if I'm going to know that the name of the class, by looking at the class, I can say whether it belongs to the byte stream or character stream. How? With the help of a file's input stream or reader. Okay, and output stream and writer. With that, I can easily know that what type of the stream it belongs to, whether it is a byte stream or a character stream. Right? Any doubts here, guys? Let me know once. All right. So, byte stream classes. We are going to look at the byte stream classes. Okay. Let me have. Streams are defined by using two class hierarchies. I'm going to have a class hierarchy now. Okay. All right. Let me go for whiteboard share. Okay. Is this clear? Is this visible for you? Whiteboard. There are two top abstract classes which are input stream and output stream. Each of these abstract classes has several concrete subclasses that handle the differences among various devices, such as disk files, network connections, and even memory buffers. The memory buffers are nothing but here, they are the memory buffers are nothing but we are going to have the variables now. So those variables are comes under these memory buffers. Okay, and the network connections and disk files we are going to have. Right, let me go for the next slide, which is going to have the classes information of the input and output stream classes. Okay, right. So here buffered input stream, which is going to have the buffered input stream, which is going to store the data, which is going to read the data from the input stream and store it into a variable. And buffered output stream, which is going to store the, which is going to display the data from the a buffered variable to a output stream. That may be a screen, that may be a monitor, that may be a printer, that may be any others. Okay, and data input stream. Okay, and data output stream. An input stream that contains methods for reading the Java standard data types. Okay, which is going to read the value for the integer, which is going to read the value for the float, character, and so on, so on, so on. For that purpose, we are going to use the data input stream and data output stream, and we are going to have the file input stream, which is going to input the file data from the file, and file output stream, which is going to display some, write some data onto a file, and filter input stream. Okay, which is going to processing the data before reading the data from the user. Okay, and filter output stream, which is going to process the data before writing data to the output stream. Okay, and input stream and output stream are the abstract classes, as we have seen here already. Okay, and print stream, which is going to contain the print and println methods, which we are going to use in the real world, every program. Okay, so here we are going to have the character stream classes. Okay, where the character streams are defined by using two class hierarchies, as we know, reader and writer classes. Okay, those are the abstract classes, and each abstract class is going to have some different sub concrete classes. Okay, and these are the different character stream classes, which are going to be, which are just like we have seen in the previous example, previous table. Okay, so buffered reader, so buffered input character stream, and buffered writer, buffered output character stream. Look here, buffered is a common here input stream for byte streams, and reader for character stream. Okay, char array reader, char array writer, file reader, file writer, filter writer, input stream reader, line number reader, output stream reader, writer, and print writer. So like this, we are going to have the character stream classes. Okay, so like this, we are going to have the different classes under input stream, byte streams, and character streams. Okay, the main abstract class, the top hierarchical abstract classes are for byte stream or input stream and output stream, and the top hierarchical abstract classes for character stream are reader and writer. Remember these two things very seriously. Okay, all right. And data versus processing streams. A data stream represents a particular source or destination, such as a string in a memory or file on a disk. Okay, so it is going to represent a particular source or destination directly. Okay, the processing stream is also called as a filtering stream, manipulates the data in the stream. It may convert the data from one format to the other, or it may buffer the stream directly. Means if I want to store the data into a data stream in a sorted order, okay, then I am going to use a processing stream directly, not the data stream, taking a one sorting mechanism over there, and performing some sorting mechanism over there, and the data has to be going to be stored into the data stream is not the correct way. We can directly use a processing stream or filtering stream, which is going to manipulate the data directly in the stream with the help of the stream itself. Okay, and IO class hierarchy is nothing but the object is the superclass for all the IO classes, java.lang.object, or as usually the object is the base class for every class. Okay, and here we are going to have input stream and output stream, reader and writer, and beneath the input stream we are going to have the whatever we have seen earlier in the tables. Okay, that may comes under this input stream. This is the hierarchical order for our IO stream classes. Okay, predefined streams we have here, or the system is a class defined in java.lang package. We have, as we have already seen, so many programs on system, okay, which is going to have three predefined stream variables. One is in, second one is out, and third one is err for error. Okay, in is to system.in is to read in the data from the standard input stream, okay, and out is to write some data onto the standard output stream, okay, and error is nothing but which is going to display an error message, okay, so error message to the standard output stream. Okay, so these fields are declared as public and static as well as the final within the system class. Okay, so the sources of the data streams are, there are three standard IO streams. One is standard input defined by system.in, standard output defined by system.out, standard error defined by system.err. Let us have a example here. Okay, okay, so I'm going to open one, right? Okay, so if I want to read in the data from the standard input, okay, from the user, okay, using keyboard, then I'm going to use system.in as a parameter for my input stream. Okay, if I wanted to write some data, write out the data to the standard output stream, then I'm going to use system.out as a, directly I can use the system.out. If I want to write an error message, then I'm going to use system.err. Okay, let us have an example here. Okay, so I'm going to have here here tanya.java, in which I'm going to have revision, okay, in which program1.java, okay, class program1, okay, right, in which I'm going to have one import statement, java.io.star. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a main method in which I'm going to have system.out.println hello main. Okay, this is for standard output. Okay, so this is, as we have already seen this one. Okay, there is no problem with this one. Okay, so E drive cd tanya.java, okay, java c, sorry, cd revision, enter, java c pgm1.java. There is no error at all. Okay, so now I'm going to execute and I'm going to get the hello me. Okay, this is the standard output as we have already seen. Okay, and now I'm going to have one standard input. Okay, so string name, right? So I want to read in the name, so buffered reader br is equal to new buffered reader of new system.in. So here I have used the system.in standard input. Here it is going to say that from where you want to read in the data. From where you want to read in the data. From I want to read in the data the name of the user from the standard input stream. Okay, standard input stream. Look here. So this is my program. This is my program. I have a keyboard. Okay, this is my program. Look here, and this is my monitor. Okay, and this is my keyboard. Let us just assume that. Okay, maybe or may not be, there is no problem at all. So I wanted to read in the values from here over here and store it into my program and display it onto my monitor. Now the standard input is this keyboard, standard output is this monitor. Okay, if I want to read in data into my program from a file, from an existing file, then this is going to be file stream. This is standard stream, this is file stream. Maybe input or maybe output. Maybe input or maybe output. But here I am going to have the standard stream, standard input stream, standard output stream, file input stream, and file output stream. So the buffered reader is a character stream class, which is going to read in the data from the standard input or file input or any other specified stream we have given as a parameter. In place of this system.in, I can mention like a file stream also. We are going to look at this example in the next sessions. Okay, so this is what about the standard inputs. Okay, let me have name is equal to br dot read line or read, and next standard output. Okay, hello plus name, directly I can write, and system dot err dot println, I can have some message over here. Right, so like this I can have my buffered reader or buffered input stream or data input stream to perform my standard input and standard output mechanisms. Okay, system.in is declared to be a generic input stream reference and therefore usually must be mapped to a more useful stream with specific characteristics. And file input stream and file reader are the classes whose constructors open a file for reading. System.out, when we execute println statement, we can use this one. Okay, so like this we can have the different sources of streams, data streams to read in or to write out the normal messages as well as the error messages in our Java program. Is there any doubt? Okay, all right, now processing streams. Okay, so the processing classes have constructors that take input streams as input and produce input streams with added functionality. Buffer reader and buffer writer allow you to write bigger chunks of text to a stream. Example, read line in the buffer reader, new line in the buffer writer. Okay, I can process the text before, process the input before writing onto the given stream or before reading from the given stream. Look here, if I wanted to have if my type of the name is integer, then I can use read int. Look, okay, if I'm going to have a float, then I'm going to use float, then I'm going to use read float, and so on. Before reading the data from the stream, it is going to process the data and store it into the given stream. Is that clear? Okay, so like this we are going to have the processing streams. Buffering is a way of combining multiple reads and or writes into a single action, it is a good idea when working with the text. Okay, reading console input, we are going to start with these programs. Okay, here we are going to start the execution of the programs. In Java 1.0, the only way to perform console input was to use a byte stream. Okay, today using a byte stream to read console input is still acceptable. However, for commercial applications, the preferred method of reading console input is to use a character-oriented stream. This makes your program easier and internationalize and maintain. Okay, so instead of using byte streams to read in the data from the user, you could use the character-oriented stream to make it easier to maintain the data easily. When you are going to store it into the files also, it will be very useful. Okay, right. Reading console input, okay, we are going to have a system.in, okay, and we are going to have a buffered reader object. Okay, buffered reader of reader input reader. Okay, here input reader is the stream that is linked to the instance of buffered reader that is being created like this. This is the reader we wanted to implement here to be associated with the object of the BR. Okay, all right. Let us move on to the next. Reading console input. So reader is an abstract class, or one of its content classes is input stream reader. Okay, I can have input stream reader, system.in, input stream reader, input stream of input stream I can have. Okay, example, buffer reader, new buffer reader, new input stream reader of system.in directly. After this statement executes, BR is a character based stream that is linked to the console through system.out in. Okay, and now we are going to read the characters. To read a character from a buffer reader, use read. The version of read that we will be using is int read throws IO exception. Each time that read is called, it reads a character from the input stream and returns it as an integer value. It returns -1 when the end of the stream is encountered. Okay, and it can throw an exception called IO exception. Let us have the example for brread.java. Okay, all right. So now I'm going to use the brread, okay, java.io.start package, which is going to have a char c and a buffer reader br is equal to new br reader, new buffer reader of input stream reader of system.in. Okay, and let us execute this one. Okay, so cd 310120, okay, java br read dot class. Enter characters. Q to pitch. A ochindi, okay, right? B A B C D. It is going to take like that, and I'm going to have one. It is also a character. Q printed and pitched. All right. So like this, I can have the buffered reader to read in the characters one after one from the user. Right? Although I have not specified any space here, A, B, C, D are going to be taken as a single characters because I'm storing them into a character variable. How many characters I'm going to write? Look here. So Java BR Ravi Chaitanya. Okay. Now it is going to taken as a characters, not as a string. RAVICHYTHANYA. And when I'm going to have a Q, it will stop. Okay. All right. Like that, it is going to have the BR buffered reader to read in the characters from the user. Okay. All right. Any doubts here, guys?
No, sir, no.
Are you listening?
Yes, sir, yes.
Yes, sir, yes. I got one chart. Okay, done. Any other doubts? Okay, buffer reader, is this clear? Yeah, okay, done. Next. So reading strings, we have read only characters here. Okay, although I have given Ravi Chaitanya as 2 strings, but it has taken into 9 plus 1 plus 4, 14 characters, and it has showed them as a sequence of characters. Okay, but I want to read them as the strings. Then I need to use the read line method, which is going to return a string object, and it is also going to throws an IO exception. Whatever the functions we are going to take, whatever the classes we are going to take in our IO stream, they are going to read throws an exception called IO exception. Okay, so we are readlines.java. Okay, so here I'm going to have the strings to read in from the user, and here I'm going to make them to be stored into a variable called name of string type. Okay, let us move on to the execution part. Java br read lines, enter lines of text. Hi Chindi, hello, how are you Chindi? I am fine. Okay, bye and bye. Why the first bye was not taken? Because I have given you to enter all small letters. Okay, like that I'm going to read in the values br dot read line. Okay, let us move on to the program 1.java. Okay, here I need to have new input stream reader of system.in. Okay, name br.read, system.out.println and br.read line. Okay, system.out.println and hello name. Let us execute this program. Java C pgm1.java. Any errors? Yes, we have one error. What is that? Unreported exception. What is that exception? What is that? IO exception. We need to. Okay, so I can mention throws IO exception shell. Let us check it out. There is no problem at all. Java pgm1 enter. Okay, what it is waiting for? To enter my name Ravi Chaitanya. Let us. Hello Ravi Chaitanya. Yes, it has. Okay, so here we are going to use an input stream reader class to mention the standard input stream as our string. Okay, if I want to mention, if I want to have to read in from the file, then file input stream reader I need to mention here. Okay, file input stream reader I need to mention here, and then system.in I need to, instead of system.in I can use that file name as the input for my input stream reader. Okay, like this I'm going to have my reading the strings from the user using this. Okay, and the next thing is we are going to discuss about reading lines. Okay, if I can have go for any number of lines. Okay, so this is an example, just an example. Okay, which is going to text have a tiny text editor. Okay, which is going to store the values into a string object. Okay, string array object, string array, and which is going to read up to 100 lines until you enter the stop. Let us check to the example here. Student, let us have here enter lines of text, enter buy to quit, okay, or stop to quit, okay, I is equal 0, I less than 100, br dot read line every time I'm going to, and if str of I dot equals by, then it is going to break, and it is going to store after reading all the lines, it is going to display lines over here. Okay, let us execute this one. Java C Chini edit dot Java, okay, and later Tini edit Java Tini edit, okay, enter lines of text hi. It is not going to display here. Look, in the previous example, hi, I have entered and it has shown. Hello, it hasn't, we have entered and it has shown the output. How are you? Displayed. I am fine, displayed. Bye, displayed. Bye, displayed. But here, I have entered hi, how are you? It has not displayed here. I am fine. How about you? Okay, bye. Now look here, here is your file. Hi, how are you? I am fine. How about you? Okay, so after that, by is not displayed here because when there is by, it has stopped the execution and displayed our file directly from using the object array. Right, here I am displaying the string array directly. Okay, so like this, I am going to have the reading lines using buffered reader class of character string. Okay, so this is about the introduction for the IO strings along with reading data, console data, and writing console output using the IO strings, which is of only character string. And tomorrow we are going to learn how to read in the data using byte stream and how to display the data using byte stream onto the console as well as onto the files. Okay, thank you very much guys.